96.3 WDVD, it is Beau Derek. She is coming Saturday, July 18th, right over the bridge, Caesars Windsor, along with Rachel Platten and Christina Perri. Please welcome Colbie Callait.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Hanging out here in Detroit.
Nice.
Where are you at?
I am at my house in Southern California.
All right. Well, currently I'd say our weather's maybe kind of similar, but most of the year your weather's a little better than ours.
Awesome. I'm excited to get there this summer.
Yes, it's going to be great. I know you tour quite often, and you've been here many times, and we're looking forward to seeing you again.
Me too. Me and Christina have been doing a lot of preparation for this tour and getting our shows together and ready and doing a lot of press together like the past few days. And it's going to be so fun. It's different for us because both me, Christina, and Rachel have never done an all-girls tour.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be really fun to be able to have a lot, we can all relate to each other and shows and, having another girl on tour is cool because we have a lot of the same things in common. Whenever I've toured with boys before, they get ready in 5 minutes right before the show, and they don't understand our process as much. So I think we're going to have a fun time relating to each other and encouraging each other.
Yes, boys will never understand the process of the other gender, that's for sure. Now, have you ever collaborated on any level with Christina Perri before?
No, we haven't. We had met a few times before. I think we were both booked on the same private events or a couple things in D.C., but we actually got to hang out a few months ago, and the past few days we've been hanging out more, and we've been texting with Rachel Platten, congratulating her on her #1 song on iTunes right now. So
that's pretty exciting, and it's, writing a #1 song is amazing. I know you are a songwriter. What is it that is maybe a secret to writing a good song?
I think maybe the secret is by not trying to write one that's going to make it on the radio or that it's going to be a pop hit. I think whenever you're told to do something like that, I feel like you're not able to. And then whenever you're writing a song that you're mad about, someone pressuring you to be something different or going against what you believe in, it's a natural reaction with your personal therapy in songwriting that I think you write something that's even more relatable that ends up surprising everyone that becomes a hit.
Yeah, it's kind of about the art of it and the heart and soul of it as opposed to the business side of it, right?
Absolutely.
And I remember reading one time that you, I think your last album, you rented a beach house or something, and that kind of was the setting for all the songs written on the album.
Yeah, we did. It was 2 summers ago, and we rented this house in Malibu, and all of us that were recording the record moved in together, and we just lived in there for 2 months and recorded the music, and it was really fun. We'd get long extension cords, and I would do vocals outside on the sand, as the waves were hitting my feet. And,
really?
Yeah, we just tried making it really different and a fun experience. That's how my first record recording, we didn't do it that way, but it was a very relaxed time and recording process. And then the records in between, it was all right, you're touring, but fly home real quick and record a vocal, and they were a lot more rushed.
Yeah.
So I really wanted this album to be different.
I didn't realize that you recorded the album at the beach house. So when you were actually in the ocean with your feet getting wet, you were singing vocals that we actually hear on the record?
I'm not sure if those are the songs. The thing is that we recorded, I wrote 60 songs for the record, and we recorded, I think, 30 of them, and then I had to narrow down which songs went on this record. So Every song was different, and every recording experience at that house was very different, but it really, all around, it made it such a great time for me to be coming out with these songs.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, too, because you think about that you actually get to handpick, all right, I'm not going to use this song for this album. Whatever happens to those songs, do you ever go back to them and release them later on?
Totally, yeah. I already have a plan for the ones that we didn't release last year to put them out. I'm hoping sometime this year. I do probably be another full-length record. And then whatever songs I don't end up putting out, I always consider giving to other artists, or maybe I'll put them out in years to come, when they're just bring them back out of the catalog and see what people think.
Sounds good. Now, you're going to be at Caesars Windsor Saturday, July 18th. And when you're touring all around the country and around the world, here we're famous for our Coney dogs, is there anything that stands out in your mind that, what's your favorite food that you've had on tour?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's always funny. I don't remember names of things, but once I get back to the cities we've played years before, it all comes back. Like, you remember the town, you remember, like, oh my God, I remember turn right and left down that street, and I remember there's a bar right there, or there's a really cute shop that I bought the dress I wore on stage that night. Like, it kind of all, it's a blur when you leave it, and then when you come back, you feel like you picked up right where you left off.
Yeah, that's a creative mind. Some people kind of have more of the stat kind of mind. You know, they remember streets and directions really well, and other people kind of remember the visual thing, and it sounds like you're more the latter there.
Definitely that.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Colbie Callait with Rachel Platten and Christina Perry, Caesars Windsor. Tickets still available for the Saturday, July 18th show. Can't wait to see you, Colbie.
Awesome. See you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.